Mother Shachi brought a dish filled with fused rice and sweet meats. And she asked the child, Nimai, sit down, eat this wonderful sweets.
So it is called as koi. Koi means it is a, kind of it's an infused kind of rice. It is, when wheat is popped up, it is called as koi. So it's almost like uh, puffed rice, but this is, made with puffed wheat. So it's called, koi. And bata bhori. Bata bhori means in a bowl. Bata means, or bati in Bengali means bowl. So in a bowl, she put this koi and she put some sandesh. Nimai was very, very fond of sandesh. So Mata Sachi, she put some koi and she put some sandesh and she mixed it together and she said, here Nimai, have this as a snack.
After she left, she returned to her household duties, and little Nimai, hid from his mother and began to eat dirt. He, instead of that wonderful koi sandesh, excuse me, he started eating dirt. And then seeing this, Mother Shachi immediately came back. What? What is this? And then she just snatched the dirt from the hands of the Lord. Kano, why are you eating this dirt? I gave you such higher taste. And then Shachi, and then little Nimai started crying and started saying, Ma, why are you angry? Why are you angry? You've already given me dirt to eat. What is my fault? And Shachi said, dirt? I gave you fused rice, sweet meats, koi sandesh. He said, yes, this fused rice, sweet meats, all these other eatables. Where do they, what's the source? They're just transformations of dirt. This is dirt, this is dirt. Both are dirt. This koi sandesh comes from dirt. This, because it's from wheat, wheat comes from the ground. Ultimately, it comes from the dirt. Similarly, uh, this is also dirt. So what is the difference? There is no difference whether I eat this dirt or I eat dirt in the form of koi sandesh. No difference. And then he started telling philosophy. Little Nimai just started walking. He said, this body, it's also a transformation of dirt. The eatables, also transformation of dirt. Dirt going inside dirt. What is the problem? Why are you getting angry on this? Now here, we should understand Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's the supreme spiritual master. In such a small age, he was actually instructing his mother about the Mayavad philosophy, which is one of the purposes of Lord Chaitanya's coming here, is to destroy the Mayavad philosophical conclusions and establish the Vaishnava conclusions of Achintya Bheda Bhed Tattva. But saying that the body is dirt, eatables also dirt, he implied that everything is Maya. And this is Mayavad philosophy. In fact, this philosophy of Mayavadis is very defective because it says that everything is Maya, but except, Prabhupada says that for them everything is Maya. Then that means what they speak is also Maya. So if Mayavadis, just the fact that they are speaking Mayavad philosophy is a proof of its negation. Because you say everything is Maya, so what you're speaking is also Maya. That means everything is not Maya. So, but if you speak it, it'll become Maya because you think everything is Maya. So, Prabhupada explains in this way. And in fact, if someone is a Brahmavadi who is attracted to the Brahmajyoti of the Lord and understands that Brahmajyoti, the source of Brahmajyoti is the Supreme Person Krishna, but somehow I'm just attracted to the Brahmajyoti, I'm not so advanced. That is a Brahmavadi. And that's okay. But the Mayavadis, they are very offensive and they lose the opportunity for devotional service because they say that the Brahma Jyoti is the source of the personal form of the Lord. That is offensive, and that makes them lose the opportunity for devotional service. And so Sri Chaitanya and their life is doomed. In fact, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Mayavad Bhashya Sunile Hoya Sarvanash. But here he is speaking the same philosophy just to teach this is not correct. In fact, if one accepts Mayavad philosophy, it said he's doomed forever. In 6th chapter of Madhya Leela, we will hear this. And Shachi Mata, she was thinking, this child, he's speaking Mayavad philosophy. Who taught you? Who taught you all this philosophical speculation that you're just justifying eating dirt? In fact, in this philosophical discourse between the mother and the son, when the son said that everything is one, as the impersonalists say, the mother said, well, if everything is one, then why do people generally not eat dirt, but eat these food grains that's produced from the dirt? Everyone should eat dirt then. Why are you something special? So then Mother Shachi said, my dear boy, if we eat earth transformed into grain, our body is nourished, it becomes strong. But if we eat dirt in its crude state, the body becomes diseased instead of being nourished and is destroyed. So, yes, you are correct, my dear boy, that both are transformations of dirt, dirt in the crude form and dirt transformed into koi sandesh. But if you eat one, the koi sandesh, it will nourish your body. But if you eat crude dirt in this form, it will become, your body will become diseased. And then Mother Shachi, just a simple household lady, she started speaking Vaishnava conclusions. She said, in a very practical way, in a water pot, in the water pot is nothing but a transformation of dirt. But still, we can pour water in it and bring water pot in, bring water in water pots. But if we pour the same water on a lump of dirt, the lump would become useless. But the same water, if it's in a water pot, which is nothing but transformation of dirt, it'll stay there. So this defeats Mayavad philosophy, that how the defect of this Mayavad philosophy that it does not accept that variety is useful for different practical purposes. And here Shachimata gave this example. Although an earthen pot and a lump of dirt are basically one for practical purposes, the water pot is useful, whereas the lump of dirt is useless. In fact, even sometimes scientists, they argue that matter is one, matter and spirit, both are one. There is no difference. Everything comes from matter. That's why, to defeat that, Srila Prabhupada wrote that book. Life comes from life. Life does not come from matter. But one should have the practical knowledge of what is matter, because it's in the inferior state of existence and is not helpful in our spiritual blissful life. Whereas spirit, being a fine state of bliss, it is full of bliss because it's in a finer state. So then, when Shachimata gave the example of the water pot, little Nimai got convinced. And he said, Mother, this is such a wonderful thing that you're saying. Why did you hide this, conceal this self-realization? Why did you not teach me this practical theory in the beginning? Now I understand what you're saying. I understand this philosophy. So I will no more eat dirt. Whenever I'm hungry, I will drink your milk. So in this way, the Lord, he was slightly smiling with a smita, and then he climbed on top lap of his mother, and Mother Shachi began feeding him her milk. So we can see in different excuses, the Lord is actually exhibiting his opulences as much as possible in his childhood. And later, after exhibiting such opulences, he hid himself.